Hello, you are listening to the OmniTalk Fast Five, brought to you in partnership with the A&M Consumer and Retail Group, Firework, SPS Commerce, and Sezzle.
Headline number 4. ShopRite is piloting delivering in-store promotions via in-store TVs. This is kind of more of an uplifting story. This is where we're getting to the uplifting part of the show.
Yeah, Truett. This is where I was like, Truett, this one was made for you.
According to Chain Store Age, ShopRite, one of Wakefern's banners, is deploying a 32-inch front-end digital TV display from Grocery TV in a select group of stores in the New York City metropolitan area and plans to continue rolling out the solution across more locations in its network. The article also goes on to add that ShopRite intends to utilize the displays both as a messaging medium and also to help reduce perceived wait time at the checkout, and that the displays can be bought programmatically, have full video capabilities, and can target audiences on a national or regional level. Truett, retail media networks are all the rage. So my question for you is this: what examples have you seen of retailers working to effectively bring them to life in store? And is the ShopRite effort here a step in the right direction? The floor is yours.
Thank you. So yes, retail media networks, very exciting. The buzzword of 23. So in a very fast growing industry, there's a lot of estimates in terms of how big it is. $100 billion either now or in the next few years seems to be the consensus. So I think it's great for retailers to explore this. And what you've typically seen is this done digitally on retailers' websites and displays and PDPs and those types of things, lower funnel to drive conversion with customers. It is less obvious in store. And so although I love, A for effort with ShopRite, the question I have is, how do they gain buy-in and prove the return with their suppliers from doing this? And it feels a little bit closer to me to traditional advertising, in-cap signage and POS signage, right, et cetera. How do you know who the customer is? How do you attribute a sale to the message of these screens? And there's a reason. I was actually thinking, your question was, what other in-store mechanisms have you seen work well? I really struggled to think about what it was in store because so much of the volume is online because of the attribution factor. And so I think this is a big question mark to me. Would love to see how it would evolve. I would love to visit a store and see it myself. But A for effort, we'll see if the return is there and if suppliers flood to this type of marketing approach.
Yeah, that's a great point. That's why, to me, like as you're saying that, I think one thing I think about is like mobile scan and go shopping is made for the in-store media network.
Yes.
To be able to understand the attribution through and through. But Anne, what do you think here? Like, do you like this?
No, I mean, it confuses me, right?
Yeah.
I guess to me, this is no different than like playing a TV commercial, because at that point in time, like I like Truett saying, like, I'm really curious what kind of sales they're able to attribute to these screens, especially at checkout. Like, how are they showing, and our brand's even seeing lift because of this, because it seems so late in the game. I know they talked about like people will see them as they're like going up and down the aisles, but are you really paying attention to that when you're in the store? No, like I'm on my phone trying to look at my grocery list, like making sure I got all the stuff.
Maybe subconsciously.
Yeah. I mean, so it just seems like passive. Like if I'm a brand, like, is this any better than just buying a TV spot really, like anywhere else in the store? So for me, there is, Michael Pollack, the CRO at Grocery TV, who is quoted in this article. We've had him on the show before.
Yeah, he's been on a long time ago, but yeah.
He seems to think that there's something to this. I think it's worth exploring, but I really want to see, like, to me, it's like the shelf scanning cameras and like tracking people like SES and Mago Tag's doing, or even like cooler screens that are like tracking people.
That's a good example
in the store environment, and they're able to see, I saw this ad for Tide on the Coca-Cola cooler screen. Did that person make the journey through the store?
To the POS data later on?
Like, that's where I think the power in the in-store signage is living.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Like I love this story for like what it could be.
Yeah.
But I don't love this execution of it. Mm-hmm. And I think you guys are right. Like the point of putting this at the check lane just seems like the wrong spot. It's too late, because it reminds me of like when I was doing cashier training for my store managers.
Yeah.
Role at Target. Like I spent a day doing cashier training. One thing they impressed upon us is never ask the customer
if they found it.
If they found what they were looking for. right? And so like you serving me up an ad at that point in time is
Right.
is that exact same idea.
Yeah.
Like it only leads to frustration. And then if I see something I like, I'm going to piss everyone off because I'm going to be like, oh, go get that for me. And
Right.
I'm going to have to wait in line and all that kind of stuff. So it just doesn't seem right. So the ideas that we're throwing out there seem like a better place to me to invest the money. But Jeff, let's give you the last word on this. You agree with us? Anything you'd add here? Any
Yeah,
new
you're going
flavors?
exactly where I was going. I think you're going to be limited to impulse buys at the register versus anything that somebody's going to re-navigate themselves back through the store to do the treasure hunt. I think for extreme value retailers like ShopRite, look, they're trying to scream value, right? They're trying to be a little quiche and trying to get that perception ingrained in their customers' heads. But I'm right there with you in terms of the location of these screens and what they're trying to accomplish. I think is a miss.
It's a good point, though. Impulse shouldn't be discounted, though. Like there's still a lot of volume that gets through those check lanes, and your gas station, and I think the gas station analogy too is a really good one as well. Like you got them at the pumps; those must be working to drive people into the pump. So could that same behavior happen at the grocery store? I might have flipped on this as we're talking, but I think the cool thing is, it's cool to see somebody's trying it. We don't know where this is going to go, but it's exciting to think about.
Like I don't know, I think if you're going to make the investment in putting the TVs in, like, is one single category of impulse enough to justify the investment when we start to look at scaling that out to more grocery stores?
It is at the pump, though, but anyway,